and welcome to Hardware Learning, where we look stupid so you don't have to. Today, we are installing Urge Designs brake rotors and different brake pads that fit. Well, the rear is a standard size brake pad, right? But we get a thicker rotor, and we had to do a little modification to the caliper mounting bracket to clear the thicker rotor.
I don't have the metric ones that go very big. Add to the list.
We got a 12mm bolt on the guide pin and a 11/16 holding the lock nut sort of deal on the shoulder on the guide pin. So we'll get that off there. Oh! Alright kids, we're doing a 14mm right in here. Do you remember?
It's not gonna work, you're hitting the...
Oh, it's not gonna work that way. Like this. Dummy. Big dummy. Oh! Dan opted for the extended right angle. And so now we are reassembling the caliper. What size bolts are those guys?
14. 14 mils there. The rear pads, these ones are modified, require, because you're still using the stock caliper carrier, but this is a, I believe, slightly thicker rear rotor, these have to be milled down in order to fit with the caliper compressed all the way. So these were modified previously down to, I think, 12 mil thickness. Now, we re-greased our slide pins because we had those out. We had to modify the carrier bracket. There's a side that has full flat surface, which I think is the side inner on the chassis. And that has to be milled down at 1.5 all the way across. And this side is supposed to be milled 3mm, this inner surface right here. And that's probably so if there's any thermal expansion on everything here, it doesn't hit. At least that would be the theory that we're adhering to. So modified it. We're gonna figure out torque specs. We're gonna try and reassemble everything. I'm gonna imagine we might have to compress this rear caliper a little bit more. Looks like it's
compressed all the way already.
Kyle believes it's compressed all the way.
I think it's compressed all the way.
We'll see. Stick around to see if it is or not.
Danny's torquing the caliper mounting bracket to 41 foot-pounds.
That seems about right. These are 14mm, and we are going to 41 FTLBs.
Did you look at what those were?
It's on the screen over there.
On the computer screen?
Should be.
It just says 3 Ugga-Duggas. 17 foot-pounds for the caliper pins. 17 foot-pounds. Looks like it clears. Did you back that piston out already?
No.
Hmm.
You said 21? 17?
I said 17. I don't know where you got the number 21.
36?
21 foot-pounds. I mean 17. 17 foot-pounds. 17 foot-pounds.
These are 12 mil. You can only reach one of them. I'll get his stupid hand out of the way.
Oh, you gotta hold that. You gotta hold that. You gotta hold that guide pin. It's gonna spin. And same for the lower one. One thing of note is you gotta rotate and compress at the same time. So you need one of these tools. And ours was real sticky. Dan had to really reef on it. He put a wrench, a box end around ours. I mean, this is just cheap Chinesium metal, so you know it's not super strong. So now is it gonna fit? Oh yeah. So the nubby ones, the nubs. Little nubbins
fall on the ground for the 8th time.
Those go on the inside, and you've got to line this up so that it's straight up and down. Doesn't matter if it's this one or this one. Just you need a vertical line so that it clears the nubbins. And now it clears. So 17 foot-pounds on the guide pin bolts, and we have ourselves brakes that will stay cooler than the stock ones, even though those ones are totally fine.
2 pounds lighter
2
per
pounds,
corner.
2 pounds lighter, which is actually huge.
Rotational mass, baby. Woo! All for me to fly into a ditch faster.